undergoing expansion and renovation to provide simple living quarters, dining halls, classrooms, medical clinics, and retreat facilities.
Beginning time, many Nepalese says, "Why are you building so big monastery? There is no monk." And they're also asking, "Oh, how much money you have? You might have a lot of money, otherwise we will not build like that." So we have a little money, we have no monk, but we think it's good project and helpful for future, since we can't go back to Tibet immediately. So we like to do something meaningful, helpful for all sentient beings. So the reasons we built this monastery through very hardship. No money, little money, and also we don't know much about the Nepali systems, you understand? So we need to face a lot of problems. Even my late father, Ujjayi himself, he worked. Bottom line is we all work very hard. Now this is the result. Now we have 180 monks. And they are educated quite well. Now we have over 100 nuns. It's good news. And bad news is not enough room. You understand? But that's good news, I thought, because more and more people are interested. So one hand is beautiful, another hand is project never finished. Building. Good morning.
For many years, Chokyi Nyingma Rinpoche has made himself easily accessible to the public.
How's your everything?
Everything's very good. School very good, just finished.
Conversant in English, Tibetan, Nepali, and Hindi, he dedicates 2 hours daily to greeting locals, travelers, and Buddhist students.
Wow. Which part?
New Toronto. Thank you.
You from?
Spain.
I think I saw you.
Yeah, I'm Shoghi Rinpoche student. And in part-time.
And when I first met Rinpoche, he's a very nice person. He's very compassionate, very kind, and he's got a lot of Westerner students around him, and he always joke with them. Maybe that is his way of teaching, his approach to teach the Westerners in a different manner. And I told myself, this Rinpoche is always joking. He's not serious. Maybe he's not my guru. But actually, when Rinpoche saw me, he was very nice to me, and he told me, you must read this book, you must read 4 foundation book, you must, he gave me a long list of books to read. And I told myself, this Lama is very funny, I don't know him, and he's telling me to do so many things. But anyway, I just did it. I still got hold of the books, and I tried to read. And I didn't understand a single thing, because during that time, I know nothing about Dharma. I know nothing about Vajrayana. But Rinpoche was very kind, and he kept telling me, if any question, you must come back and ask me.
Chokyi Nyingma Rinpoche has also been giving Saturday Dharma talks at his monastery in the Kathmandu Valley. And each year in the fall, Chokyi Nyingma Rinpoche teaches a 10-day seminar at the Ka Nying Monastery.
Human-made culture, also one kind of discipline. People need to respect. In different country, different tradition is different discipline, different culture.
He's very open. He's very warm-hearted. He's very funny. He uses humor to teach us. He has that quality that they say the great teachers have, which is that it seems to everybody in the audience that something that he said is just for them.
I was grabbed. I was just like this and listening, and I didn't want to miss a word. I wanted to hear everything.
There were people, who this was their first introduction to Dharma. There were people who have been practicing for 20 and 30 years, and he managed to reach everybody.
Where we may find ourselves entirely free from the 3 types of suffering.
Dharma and retreat centers were also established in the United States, Denmark, and Malaysia. These centers host yearly seminars with Chokyi Nyingma Rinpoche and often invite various other lamas to teach. The Dharma centers also allow students a place for retreat.
I hope this is one of my biggest hope. I want to have at least 500 monks. Hope over 1,000. And study and practice. And whoever need in this world, I like to send them all over the world. These days, you know, when I went to Europe and America, and Southeast Asia, and even in Russia, many people, what they say, oh, we like to learn proper teaching. Can you come often? Or can you send someone, a monk, good monk? So, and then I thought more and more, I think very important to educate it. Ordain to monks and nuns and send all over the world to help.
For now, those who wish to deepen their insight and understanding of the Buddha's teachings can attend the structured Shedra program by the Ka Nying Monastery. Established in 1997, this program evolved out of Chokyi Nyingma Rinpoche's wish to give more people the opportunity to learn the Buddha's teaching in an authentic manner.
Enlightenment is not just something for the Tibetans to achieve, but for all sentient beings. For people who are sincerely interested in learning the Buddhist teachings, there should be a place where they can learn in a thorough manner. What they learn will be useful in the future. They could teach and so forth, so that becomes a positive development. That's why Chokyi Nyingma Rinpoche and I thought that it is necessary to have an international center for Buddhist studies.
I hope to learn the text the way the Tibetans learn it, the way the monks learn it. It's more interesting when you want to study a subject, to study it from the inside. So if you are studying it in a monastery, you have the chance to learn it the way the teachings was supposed to be learned.
Many lay Tibetans like myself, we know the mantras, we know some prayers, and we recite them, and we observe the rituals. But I wasn't happy just with that. I wanted to know the meaning of what I was reciting, and I wanted to know more about the philosophy and the reasoning behind the philosophy.
The Shedra Studies is an 8-year program. Each academic year lasts 4 months from November to March. The Shedra will cover essential Buddhist philosophies, the Tibetan language, and meditation. Tibetan language classes will develop the students' ability to directly understand both the oral and the written Buddhist teachings and to learn translation skills.
Plus, we're trying to learn a foreign language, and Tibetan is a difficult language to learn, and we're learning to write and read and speak. And the written language and the spoken languages are different, so it's like learning 2 new languages. So if you put all that together, it's definitely a challenge. I mean, nobody who's here is on vacation. And the tradition in Tibet was to memorize a lot. And Westerners, we are not nearly so good at that. We take a lot of notes and we study, but we don't memorize it word for word the way that it may have been done in the past. And so we have a whole different way of taking it in, but it's definitely, it's challenging. There was one woman here she was a first-year student when I was a first-year student 2 years ago, and then she went to law school in America, and she said the Shedra was harder than law school.
It was sort of, I don't know the English
they
word.
put big effort.